Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Chicago Street Race weekend for Cup and Xfinity. But before we get into that, let's first about next week's scheduled race, which is at Pocono for Cup, Xfinity, and the Truck Series. So Friday, July 12th at 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. will be practice qualifying for the Truck Series, which will be on FS2, while 5:30 p.m. will be the Truck Series race for the running of the CRC Brackman 175. That'll be on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. Then Saturday, July 13th at 10 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. will be practice qualifying for the Xfinity Series. Both of them will be on USA and streamed on NBC Sports. Then at noon and 12:45 will be practice qualifying for the Cup Series. That'll be on USA, streamed on NBC Sports, MRN, and Sirius XM. And then at 3 p.m. will be the Xfinity Series race for the running of the Explore the Pocono Mountains 225. That'll be on USA, streaming on NBC Sports, MRN, and Sirius XM. Then on Sunday, July 14th at 2:30 p.m. will then be the Cup Series race for the running of the Great American Getaway 400 presented by VisitPod.com. I don't know. It'll be on USA, streaming on NBC Sports, MRN, and Sirius XM. Let's now have a look now at the Xfinity Series results. And the winner of the NASCAR Xfinity Series at the Chicago Street Race is Shane Van Gisbergen, followed by Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson, Parker Kligerman, Jesse Love, Connor Mosack, Austin Hill, Joey Logano, Justin Allgaier, and Austin Green ran out the top 10. Followed by AJ Allmendinger, Josh Williams, Sammy Smith, Kyle Weatherman, and Jeff Burton ran out the top 15. Top of drivers failed to qualify, that being Ty Dillon, Thomas Anizada, Kinko Mira, I believe, Brad Perez, and Alon Day. All those drivers failed to qualify. There was a stack up on the final restart, I'm pretty sure, on the final stage or something. Basically, drivers just didn't get going in on the final corner, and just a stack up. Park Russell was a part of it. Kyle Sieg as well. I don't know who else was a part of it, but there was, I think Cole Custer might have gotten a piece of it or something. But there were a couple drivers that were a part of that little stack up and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't the best reset, obviously, but it happened at the very back, so it didn't really affect the racing, we'll say. It just affected mainly the back end part of the field, so at least it didn't really affect who the winner was going to be. But I mean, that battle as well between Van Gisbergen and Larson was incredible. Really great battling from both those drivers, battling neck and neck throughout this race. And even though people probably say, oh yeah, Van Gisbergen dominated this, not really, actually. I mean, everyone was kind of trading. I mean, Ty Gibbs was definitely up there. Carter Mosack, I mean, he was really good as well. He was pretty good. That Jesse Love, I think both Van Gisbergen and Love led the most laps as well, so that's something. And Austin Hill, he also won stage 2, so I mean, it wasn't like absolutely like domination from Van Gisbergen. It was some great battling, and you could easily tell as well that that these drivers, other than Van Gisbergen, obviously have improved. Obviously from the first street race that we had last year when Van Gisbergen basically blitzed the field. Van Gisbergen obviously does it again here, but it wasn't pure domination as I guess kind of everyone thought it would be, but either way, it is still worth mentioning. Let's now have a look at the other just outside of the top 15. So, let's have a look right here. Cole Custer, pretty sure, was part of that little stack up. Obviously, he finishes down in 18th. Sam Mayer down to 19th. Jonathan Nemechek sort of 6th place, finishes down in 25th. Sheldon Creed as well, another JGR driver, finishes down in 26th. And Suarez, who pretty sure was driving for DGM Racing, finishes down in 27th. Who else? Like, there was a couple of accidents, and Leland Huntington was part of an accident. Preston Parks retired because of electrical problems. Sage Karen, Park Reslav, Andre Castro, and Josh Blicky, all of them were part of that stack up. Jeremy Clements also had a separate accident, and Chandler Smith, the big driver, I guess we'll say, who retired due to an engine problem. Let's now have a look now at the Xfinity Series standings. The Xfinity Series standings, Cole Custer still in the lead, only by 38 points over Justin Allgaier, followed by Chandler Smith, Austin Hill, Jesse Love, Riley Herbst, AJ Allmendinger, Sheldon Creed, Parker Kligerman, Sam Mayer ran out of the top 10. followed by Shane Van Gisbergen, Sammy Smith, Ryan Sieg, Brandon Jones, and Anthony Alfredo, ran out the top 15. Let's now have a look now at the Cup Series results at Chicago. Cup Series results, it was won by Alex Bowman in the Chicago Street Race, followed by Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, Joey Hand, shout out to him, Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Todd Gilliland, William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Ryan Blaney ran out of the top 10, followed by Daniel Suarez, Daniel Hemrick, Bubba Wallace, Noah Gragson, and Austin Cindric ran out the top 15. Well, let's first talk about the two dominant drivers, I guess, in the field, that being Shane Van Gisbergen and Kyle Larson. Mainly, well, we'll first start with Van Gisbergen because that happened first. He crashed out, I'm pretty sure, at turn 5, I believe. Might be wrong. Was the Chase Briscoe's fault? I don't know. I couldn't tell if he actually hit him or not, I'll be honest. I watched the replay a couple times, and I still don't know if he actually hit him. But that was definitely a massive surprise, I'll be honest, that Van Gisbergen didn't look like he messed up, didn't look like he overheated in the corner. Did Briscoe actually hit him? I don't know, to be honest. I could not tell. But it was... I mean, Van Gisbergen, he was running the top 5. He was running like top 5, top 3. He won stage 1 as well. He was looking really, really good of possibly going 2 in a row here. But yeah, pretty disappointed there for Van Gisbergen. And I do feel bad for him, but obviously he did took up the responsibility and said that he cocked it up. So at least says that. And as for Kyle Larson, I think he might have locked up or something, or kind of just like Van Gisbergen kind of went in a bit too hot and slammed into the tie barriers. Basically did what Noah Gragson did many times last year in the first Chicago street race. So yeah, I mean, it was unlucky there for Larson, but he did cocked it up. It's just it was him. He cocked it up, and yeah, I mean, I guess the two drivers that were battling against each other in the Xfinity Series both crashed out, both of them down in last place, basically 40th and 39th. So yeah, it's pretty disappointing there for those two drivers, but hopefully both of them do bounce back. I mean, especially Larson. I mean, Larson, he's still the championship leader, which I will say, but I think he should be alright. As for Van Gisbergen, will his is his morale a bit knocked over that? Possibly, because he could have maybe won this race, but he did win the Xfinity Series race, so maybe that's already good enough. And something very interesting happened as well after the race between Bubba Wallace and Alex Bowman. Basically, Bowman won and was, you know, just rolling around, mostly around the track, and then Bubba Wallace basically sideswiped him. Will people say Bubba Wallace deserved the penalty? Absolutely. But obviously, Montreal Union did it to Denny Hamlin, I think. Richmond, I believe, this year was. So it has happened before of, you know, a conflict. Obviously, after the race between the winner and whoever it is. I mean, hell, look at Jonathan Eames and Cole Custer in Canada, I believe. I can't remember what year it was during the Truck Series race. Look how that happened. So I can obviously understand Bubba Wallace's basically frustrations. I mean, Bowman did kind of dump him, so it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I do feel bad for Bubba. He was pretty good during this race and kind of got screwed over by Alex Bowman himself. So yeah, pretty unlucky there, I'll be honest, for Wallace. But hopefully he will. I hope he does get a win. I hope he does make it to the playoffs, because that win that Bowman had, it makes it a bit more difficult now for him to win, or I should say to point himself into the playoffs. He needs to have a string of good finishes if he wants to do that. Let's now have a look at the other finishes outside of top 15. Zane Smith, he was leading a couple laps. Who saw that coming? I didn't, for sure. So yeah, that was that was something that Zane Smith was in the lead for a bit. Chase Elliott also had a confrontation as well with Daniel Suarez. They had a talk after the race. Who else? Joe Logano was nowhere. Ross Chastain was kind of nowhere as well. Josh Blicky, I mean, he ran pretty well, 28th place. Ran out of trouble. Actually, didn't get any trouble, I believe. Denny Hamlin, pretty sure collided with Stenhouse, I believe, at some point. Austin Hill also went into the outside wall. Chase Briscoe gets the culprit of Van Gisbergen's retirement, who finishes down in 32nd. Josh Berry basically became the no Gragson. It was pretty bad. But, I mean, luckily it's fine now, hopefully. I mean, but I guess no Greg's in 2023 is back there with Josh Berry hitting hitting the wall like 3 times or something. It was ridiculous. Christopher Bell, another dominant car as well, crashed out. I think was just contact between teammates. I'm pretty sure, but to be fair, Truex did get some help there. Allmendinger, another road course ringer, also had an incident. Kyle Larson, really like top 5 car especially, crashed out, and Shane Van Gisbergen down in last place as well with his accident. Let's now move over now to the standings now for the Cup Series. Now for the standings, now for the Cup Series. Kyle Larson is still surprisingly in the lead. Don't know how. Only by 11 points over Chase Elliott, followed by Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, and Brad Keselowski right out of the top 10. Followed by Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Joey Logano, and Bubba Wallace right out the top 15. And it was the leaders of your point standings after Chicago. So just a reminder, the next week's schedule race is at Pocono for Cup, Xfinity, and the Truck Series. So now like guys to like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me, especially on this channel. I do apologize that I didn't get out the starting grid video for the Chicago Street Course. NASCAR did not have the Legacy Moto Club images, so I do apologize for that. So that's really about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.